All right, we are back. We are going to be training some back today with a little bit of arms, mainly biceps, touch up on some rear delts. Still 5 weeks out. We are 5 weeks and 2 days out from the Lachamps. Overall, I would say feeling really, really good, mentally in a good spot. Body is starting to feel it with the fatigue, the cardio. Sleep has somewhat taken a hit. I've been waking up a couple times a night, but for the most part, we're still averaging around 6 to 7 hours solid. Recovering relatively well still, but I feel really, really good. Getting leaner, getting tighter, and I am super excited because we got 5 weeks left just to show off the 4 years of hard work that I've been doing, and we are right around the corner. So we gotta keep pushing hard, gotta stay mentally locked in, and just keep checking off the boxes. But let's go ahead, we're gonna head inside, get this workout in. I'm gonna kind of walk you through my workout, my back workout, walk you through some of my cues that I focus on, and then kind of go from there. And we're gonna end it with a little bit of posing. So yeah, let's go. All right, so we are getting started here. First exercise, not really, but we're just warming up the back, warming up the rear delts, making sure I'm able to retract through the shoulder blades, doing some rear delt fires, getting some touch up on rear delt work, and then we'll go right into our main movements for back. Okay, so main focus here, when I'm hitting the rear delts, everything is leading through the elbows, right? A lot of our main back movements are going to be leading through the elbows. Again, we're using our back, we're not using our forearms, not using the biceps. We want to lead through the elbows. So when I'm pushing outwards, I'm pushing with like my outer side of the hands, pretend like someone's pushing down on my elbows, and I'm trying to push my elbows outwards to create that tension. Range of motion on the rear delts, not that long. We're probably like maybe 30-45 degrees in terms of range of motion. Keeping nice steady tempo and just making sure, as I'm pretending like I'm pulling a rubber band apart, I'm trying to squeeze through my shoulder blades. Okay, we're gonna go one more set here. Another thing too, what I'm focusing on is making sure when I'm driving through my elbows, I'm also flaring out my elbows. So I want to keep my elbows a little bit more upward, so it's almost like I'm externally rotating my elbows upwards, making sure my elbows are pointed up to the ceiling. That feels good. Okay, on to the next. Okay, so first main movement, chest supported machine row here. Here, I want to be focusing more on the upper back. So when I'm setting up, I want to have a little bit of reach here. Okay. Making sure my chest is fully wrapped around that pad. It's almost like I'm trying to hug this pad. My main goal here, again, I want a little bit of internal rotation through my elbow, so I'm gonna pretend like I'm squeezing down on my armpits, so my elbows will come in right here. So that way my shoulder blades are engaged, my lats are engaged. Right here, I'm driving my elbows down. Not down, but like, again, kind of like the same thing with the rear delt flies. Elbows are gonna be slightly flared out. Pulling upwards again, I wanna squeeze my upper back. Slowly coming in. Okay, here, I'm allowing my shoulders to protract forward, so meaning allowing my shoulders to come forward. Pull back, squeeze. Fully released. I am gonna adjust this. I do want my seat to be a little bit higher here, because it's almost like I want to be coming down and I'm pulling upward, if that makes sense. Okay, so this exercise, we're going to be using a pre-core chest supported row. I'm going to be mainly focusing on my upper back on this part right here. So when I'm setting up, for me personally, I like to have a little bit of a reach when it comes to the handlebar, so that way I can get a much deeper stretch and allow my shoulders to kind of protract forward, meaning like come forward here. Here, my thought process with my rib cage and like my whole thoracic, so like my whole upper body, I want to pretend like I'm wrapping my whole rib cage around this chest pad right here. Okay. Here, I'm gonna squeeze down the armpits just a little bit so that way my lats are engaged. Okay. And as I'm rowing, pulling upward, squeeze, and slowly release right here. Okay. I want to make sure that I am able to retract through the shoulder blades, lead through the elbows right here. Okay. So here, retract, pull, release. Okay. So for the most part, we're only gonna be doing like 2 working sets per move. That was our first back movement. On to the next. All right, next exercise, we're gonna be on the cables. We're gonna be doing a supinated pull down or underhand grip pull down. My main focus here is when I'm pulling down, I kind of want a rocking J motion, right? I'm gonna be targeting the lower lats here. So my main focus here is my elbow is gonna be driving in through, pretend like I'm driving down straight to my thighs. But as I get to the bottom, I'm gonna squeeze my shoulder blades at the back and kind of create that J motion that I want to target the lower lats right here. So we're gonna go underhand grip. And again, leading through the elbows, not allowing my back to do all the work, not my forearm or my bicep. Okay, we got one more of this, and then we're moving on. Last set right here. Oh god. I feel like I've already tapped through the carbs that I had today. Okay. Here we go. Again, decompress, drive through. Next move, we're gonna be doing a seated cable row, slightly wide grip. Again, main focus on this one, a little bit more of an upper back movement. So as I'm driving my elbows back, I'm gonna kind of flare out, kind of like what we did with this chest supported row here. Let's see. Same thing, allowing my straps to do all the work when it comes to the grip. So that way I'm not wasting my grip strength. Good. So we're here, I'm gonna allow my shoulders to kind of like protract forward again, allow my shoulders to reach forward. I'm gonna retract back and pull. And again, I'm kind of pulling towards my chest here to make it more of an upper back movement. Okay, here we go. I'm hungry. All right, so this next machine, Life Fitness pull down machine here. Just like a cable, I prefer machine. So here, you'll notice when I'm setting up my grip, I'm a lot more narrow here because when I pull down, the machine kind of diverges away from my body. So naturally, as I'm pulling down, my elbows will line up to where I want to pull with this machine. So here, same thing. I'm allowing the grip or my straps to do all the work by the grip. And again, I'm leading through the elbows right here. So right here, once I'm situated and seated, I'm gonna internally rotate my elbows in, so that way my lats are engaged, shoulder blades are engaged, pulling straight down through the elbows. And you'll notice as the machine comes down, my elbows will flare out. So my main focus when I'm pulling down, kind of similar to the cable pull down, I want to make sure I'm driving my elbows straight down into my hip or straight down into the ground. So when I'm pulling down, internal rotation through the elbow, coming towards my body, squeezing down on my armpit so that way lats are engaged, pulling straight down into the hip or into the ground. That is my main cue. We got two bicep moves. First move is kind of like a preacher curl variation, single arm preacher curl variation. We're going to use a bench here. So I'm going to have the bench set up all the way. Elbow is going to be rested on the pad. And we just got single arm curl right here. All right, let's do a quick pump check, I guess. All right, so for our setup here, what we're gonna do, elbow is nice and stationary, so that way our main goal is to get full bicep flexion here. You wanna bring your forearm to bicep. That's our main goal, forearm to bicep and squeeze. Allowing, just like any preacher curl machine or whatever, elbow stationary, so that way we're not creating any momentum when we curl. So elbow's nice and stationary, bicep to forearm squeeze, come back down. Okay, same thing here. Full bicep flexion, elbow stationary, forearm to bicep here. I'm only doing 2 sets. That's a wrap. Okay, last exercise right here. Same thing. Alright, so preacher curl machine, main goal, elbows nice and stationary. Right, I wanna, for me personally, I like to kind of like lean over the pad a little bit. Where's this? 50 here. Okay. Main goal is to control all the way up, squeeze. Come all the way down. That's a little too high, actually. There you go. There you go. So it's almost like I'm having this part of the pad right here rest underneath the armpits. Again, same thing. Elbow stationary. Main goal is bicep, or sorry, forearm to bicep here. Coming up, squeeze. Slow eccentric. So veiny. All right, so that is a wrap. Back day with a little bit of biceps, touch upon rear delts as well. I put on my trunks. We're gonna practice posing a little bit. Nothing crazy. So let's see. This morning, 195.6. All right, so that is a wrap on today's workout. Little back, a little bit of biceps, a little bit of rear delts. For the most part, hopefully you guys got some tips out of that workout for the most part. But yeah, we were 5 weeks out. What's 5 times 7? What is that, 35 days, right? Just a little over a month left of this prep. Like I said, everything's feeling good. I'm really happy with where the physique is at. We still got a little bit more to dig to get a little bit more drier and tighter, but we're heading in the right direction. Like I said, roughly about 195 pounds, 194 to 195. My lowest was at 194. I'm thinking we're probably going to end up somewhere near the lower end of the 190s, maybe just a little bit under 190. We might be competing in the light heavyweights, not quite sure yet, but yeah, we just got to keep chipping away, keep checking off the boxes, or ticking off the boxes, checking off the days, and we are right there. Mindset is fully locked in. I feel good, and I am ready to show off the 4 years that I've been working on with this physique. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys like the video, like the video. If you guys have any critiques, comments about the video, please leave a comment down below. And as always, to help me, if you guys like so far the journey, the process of prep and all that stuff, enjoyed like my thought process and what I'm sharing, please subscribe. Really appreciate it. Take it easy. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.